So you have all these plays coming out, but you're also writing music, and you're releasing a EP very soon. And are you going to be playing any songs on tonight from the EP?
Yeah, I mean, there are a bunch of old songs, and some are from some of the things we're talking about. Some of the songs I'll be playing are from, some of the songs from the EP are songs that are associated with, see, I'm dripping, it's so hot, from Star Kid properties, I guess. Sami is a song from Little White Lie that we recycled into the first Potter show, where we just changed it to Harry. And I rewrote some of the lyrics so it would make sense with the character. And then there's a song called Not Alone that I didn't write for. A lot of the songs that were in Harry Potter, not a lot, a few of them were not written for the show. They were just my songs that they just used. Not Alone was just a song I wrote like a year or two before Harry Potter, and they've always loved that song. My friends have always loved that song, and they used, according to them, I quote them, and this is very touching to me, that whole song they used as sort of the backbone, like the thematic backbone for writing this show. So it gets associated with Harry Potter, which is very cool, but to me it's just this love song that I wrote a while ago. So that's on the EP as well, and so I'll be playing some of those songs and playing some other tunes. I just found out I don't have a piano, which I'm kind of upset about, so I have to change my set a little bit today. But yeah.
It's available, right?
What's up? Oh yeah, the EP should be available here at the show, but we'll be putting it up on iTunes within the next couple of weeks for sure. Yeah, it should be available for download.
Do you want any fan questions, or you have more stuff?
Yeah, this isn't even fan questions. I know it's kind of weird to say that I've never heard of you before last week, and after finding all this stuff that's all about you, everything that you've accomplished and whatnot, it's insane. But I mean, regardless of what I think, have you ever really looked into what your fans said? Because I mean, there's comments, and I mean,
a lot of marriage proposals online.
Yeah, marriage proposals. So I've been told. Kids covering your songs, covering the play. Geez, I mean, I saw a fan dub of Harry Potter. I saw fan dubs of animes and cartoons, and just kids just putting their creativity with you're basically making them do it. You're influencing them to go and do that. What have you noticed? What are some of the crazier comments that you've seen?
Well, what you said just there, I mean, that's like probably the most beautiful thing about any of this, far beyond anything that has happened for us. I mean, it's incredibly and immediately gratifying and very touching to know that this has somehow affected other people, especially when it was just kind of a joke, And the fact, not to say, that it's not serious, but it was just us having fun. The thing that blows my mind is that what this show essentially, or the Potter show, is essentially to me is a really fun party, like your friend's birthday party, and it was like the party of the year, and we just we filmed it, and you see all your friends and everyone's laughing. Imagine putting that on YouTube and everybody like doing scenes from that party, and like quoting that party. That's essentially what it is. So it's very, very cool that people hearing my songs being played that's so, God, I've used every adjective. It's so gratifying. It's very humbling that somebody would be so supportive and really be moved to take the time to do that kind of thing. So if myself or any of my friends involved in the company have spurred on some creative seeds and these people I've never met, then wow, because that's how it works for me. I mean, I was talking earlier about Disney movies, and Star Wars and things that meant the world to me that, I didn't have YouTube, when we were kids, but I probably would have been doing something very similar to express my adoration of these things. So it's very, very flattering and really awesome. And a lot of fans think that we don't see them, but we see them all. We see them all because they get crossed, I don't know what the term is, but they get, they're underneath the videos when you see our videos, and most people will send them to me. So I've seen some really great things where I've been very moved actually by a lot of them. So yeah.
I actually have some comments written down over here on the Team Star Kid fan page. A Shelby Egan at 12:01 on a certain date wrote, "I love you," and then not even a minute later she wrote, "I love you so much."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got some pretty crazy fans out there too.
Wow. I guess she wasn't satisfied with the first one.
Right, and if that one That one surprises you. Check out this one, also on the same page, written from Dulce CR. I don't know how to pronounce that, but she says, "Hey, I'm from Spain, and I see you in a very Potter musical, and well, I think it's you." Smiley face. "I just want to meet actors from other countries. I'm trying to be an actress, and I want to tell you that you're good, really good." Smiley face. See you.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you put the smiley face, because that kind of
makes it less creepy, right?
Yeah. Well, no, people always say it. People are like, "Is it creepy that I'm like messaging you?" It's like, no, man. We live in a world where we subscribe ourselves to these public, access things. Like Facebook, like, hey, you started to be a creeper or a stalker. It's like, no, man. Like, I'm the creepy one. I play a fake Harry Potter in a musical that we spent time to make. That's weird, man. We have a musical called Me and My Dick. That's weird.
Well,
you messaging me is not weird at all.
What's not weird about Me and My Dick is that actually made number 15 on the sales for Billboard.
Did you see that?
Yeah, actually, that is weird. That is weird.
Does that creep you out a little bit? How'd you feel about that?
It doesn't creep me out. It's. I mean, it was amazing when we found out because.
It's.
I'm not sure. Well, I mean, jeez, I don't care if it was.
Phantom and Rock of Ages. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I think what happened there. I mean, we didn't get a chance to sell our soundtrack for obvious reasons for the first show. So I feel like maybe this was a residual thing for fans. I'd also like to hope that people really just wanted to get it.
I think that now that you've got a fan base, I think they're kind of like we're at whatever you're doing, we're supporting you kind of thing.
Oh, well,
I think that's pretty much where that went.
As much as we appreciate that, I hope they can also know what's good and what's bad, and they don't. If it's bad, then you don't have to support us.
Kind of the
But
catch-22
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Please support us. We need your help. We have nothing. Yeah, that was crazy. It's because they told us it was the first time any album, any not even non-Broadway, non-professional recording had ever made the charts ever. Not even on any of the Billboard charts, pop, rock, R&B, indie, anything. The first time a student-produced thing was on the charts. So that was absolute insanity. Very wild. I never thought I would say I'd be a Billboard chart writer for a musical called Me and My Dick. That's it's very, very bizarre. Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you want to do a couple of these?
Yeah, definitely. We went onto Facebook and to other social networking sites, and we wanted to reach out to those fans who really want to ask you questions, and since they can't necessarily get in touch with you right off of Facebook or whatever, that we'd ask the questions for them.
Yeah, please.
So here we go. Kat Atchison, she asks, do you know if J.K. Rowling or if any of the other cast members from the Harry Potter films have ever seen the musical or contacted you?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, those cats are busy, I doubt. I mean, I'm sure, who knows, maybe someone has, forwarded something their way. Somebody did send us a video of Tom Felton, who plays Draco, being at some kind of convention or something where someone asked him, what do you think of a Potter musical? And based off the way he reacted, I think he was a very sweet kid. I feel like he was being, not necessarily pandering, but sort of kind of going along. Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff, and he's quite kind of unsure if he had. And it became quite clear that he hadn't, because the girl asked, was it, oh, what do you think about her performance? And she rolls around the floor a lot, and he's like, wait, her? So if you didn't notice that immediately, he hadn't seen it. So that's the closest I've known of anybody.
She's hysterical now.
The closest celebrity thing I think we have that has anything to do with the show is that Brian Holden, the writer of one of the writers of the show, he does a lot of improv out in Los Angeles, and we were at a show, and one of the guys he was up on stage with is a good friend of Zac Efron. So Zac Efron was in the audience, and it was crazy because afterwards, because we love Zac Efron, and he went up to Zac and he was like, totally starstruck, just like, hey man, there's no cool way to say this, and Brian, I don't know exactly what you said, so I'm sorry if I bastardized this man, but he was essentially saying, trying to explain, which is very hard to explain, like, you were a Horcrux in a play I wrote, like, which is weird on like 9 levels. So I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but I think that's the closest celebrity connection we can make. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything. No.
That is totally awesome.